James Gunn is cooking, my man. Look, James Gunn just announced today, or it was announced today, Monday, December 30th, that Lobo is going to be played in the DCU in the new Supergirl movie by Jason freaking Momoa. This has been a super popular fan cast for years, actually. And in fact, I saw a clip saying that Jason Momoa said when he was first auditioning for the Batman v Superman, he was going in there auditioning for Batman. He didn't want to, but he was doing it, you know what I'm saying? And then they called him back after he found out he didn't get Batman, after it was announced that Ben Affleck was playing Batman. And when he got there, they told him they wanted him to play Aquaman. And the whole time, he thought he was getting called back to play Lobo. So this has been a thing in the community for a long time. And not only did James Gunn deliver on bringing Lobo to the DCU, he delivered on getting possibly the best casting for a character we've seen yet. I'm not gonna lie, hey, I might be glazing a little bit. I might be, but you can't deny that this writing is fire, this casting is fire, bro. Everything James Gunn has touched in the DCU so far has turned to gold. DC has been my favorite comic book franchise, whatever, for the longest time I can remember. Even when the MCU was at its peak, I still always like the DC characters more, the heroes and the villains, everything. From the animated shows like Batman, the animated series, and Justice League, and Young Justice, and all the Batman movies, and Superman, the animated series, Static Shock, the Green Lantern animated series, like, it just all was so good to me. And after years of torment from Zack Snyder having DC in the palm of his hands and doing nothing with it of value, James Gunn has finally come in and stepped up, and we seeing his changes, we seeing his vision, and his vision is goated. Now this Supergirl movie is supposed to come out, I think, summer 2026, which is only a year after Superman comes out. So we're gonna get peak after peak, and then after peak comes out, we're getting peak again. It's thank you, James Gunn. Now, that's not the only reason James Gunn is cooking. Not just this Lobo casting. We also have the Superman trailer that came out a couple weeks ago now, and that trailer looks amazing. There's nothing that looks like bad about it. There's nothing questionable. It was just a teaser too. So we only know bits and pieces of what's actually going to be in the full movie. Also, he said that in the teaser, we only were shown like up to the first 30 minutes of the movie too. He said there was only a couple scenes that were not from the first 30 minutes. And this movie is, while it's still gonna be under 2.5 hours, it's I would say maybe like 2 hours and 15. He just said under 2.5. So it's gonna be somewhere between 2 hours and 2.5. I'd say around 2 hours and 15 minutes, maybe 2 hours and 20, something like that. But we're getting a lot of characters in this movie too. This is gonna be more characters than usual in these movies, like more different superheroes than usual in these movies, which is good. The only thing I'm hoping is that I hope these other heroes in this movie are not really forced, but I don't think they're going to be, because it's not like it's the most popular characters. Like, it's not like Tom Holland's Spider-Man trilogy where we had Iron Man in the first movie, in the second movie we had Nick Fury, and then still Iron Man helping even after he's dead, with Happy in it too. But that one wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, it was more minor. I mean, I guess the whole premise of Far From Home was it all surrounded Friday, Tony the Glasses and stuff, and then he did go get help from Tony or Happy to get his new suit and stuff. But other than that, the second one was pretty contained. But the third one, of course, No Way Home, when we had Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, Tobey's Doc Ock, and then we had Green Goblin and Lizard and Electro. You know, hey, normally it'd be fine, but all those characters weren't Tom Holland Spider-Man characters. It was characters from other already popular established movies and stuff, you know. But since this Superman movie is not gonna have like super popular characters already to everyone, like, it's not like this first Superman movie is gonna have Batman in it and the Flash in it and Martian Manhunter. Like, it's not gonna have the whole Justice League or part of the Justice League in it. Really, it's gonna be Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, and actually I heard Mr. Terrific out of all those characters is the only one that's like in the movie a good amount. And since Mr. Terrific is not really known that much at all, I think that'd be perfect, actually. I'm not gonna lie. So we shouldn't have to worry about characters like that feeling forced into the movie or feeling like they're added just to get extra people into the theaters. Because I know people felt like that for No Way Home. I know people did. But it looks like it's gonna be fire. Now for Supergirl, I don't know too much about Supergirl. I don't know if it's just me not knowing that much, or if not that much I just been put out there yet. I'm assuming not that much has been put out there, but we know for sure for the Supergirl movie that Lobo is going to be in the movie. I don't know who else is going to be in it. I don't know if Superman's going to make an appearance. Actually, I would assume he's going to. Yeah, I feel like he's going to make an appearance, actually. I don't think he's going to be a main part of it, but I think he's going to make an appearance. Now, I don't know if Lobo is going to be the main villain of Supergirl or what. Now, Lobo is a bounty hunter, so I'd assume in Supergirl, maybe there's a bounty put on Supergirl and he goes after her. I don't know. But if you don't know how strong he is, pretty much on par with like Superman or just similar strength. At comic runs, I think he's like knocked out or knocked back Superman. He's strong, okay? There's he's a good matchup. It's not something that's like what Lobo. Like it's not something crazy. But another project that is coming soon. Actually, I can't even say soon no more. I'm gonna just say it's the Batman, okay? The Batman was supposed to come out. The first one was supposed to come out in 2020. It then got delayed to 2021. You know what happened next? It got delayed again to 2022. Bam, we got the Batman 1 in 2022. Which actually, it might seem kind of bad, but I went to go see the Batman 5 times in the theater. So, you might say I like that movie. But originally, I think we were supposed to get the Batman Part 2 in 2025, and then it got delayed to 2026, which is tough, but fine, we'll accept it. We had a writer's strike last year, and then you want to know what happened next? It got delayed again to 2027, but that's not the only weird thing. The first weird thing about this is Matt Reeves has been working on the script since like 2022 or 2022. One of those two. And it's still not done. Okay, whatever. Take your time, right? We want the movie to be the best it can possibly be. But now, the director that was supposed to be directing the DCU Batman movie, Brave and the Bold, that movie, said by the director, Andy Muschietti, who directed The Flash, but he also did the It movies, so he didn't just do bad movies, okay? But he said in the interview, the same day this news was released about the Batman Part 2, I believe, that he doesn't know anything right now about Batman the Brave and the Bold, and that he has time to work on another project right now because he doesn't know what's going on with that movie. So that's just, I don't know about y'all, but that's leading me to believe or think that the reason why the Batman Part 2 got delayed and the reason why Andy Muschietti doesn't know anymore about the Brave and the Bold or when it will release for sure or when he's going to be working on the movie is because I think James Gunn is trying to find a way to have Robert Pattinson's Batman fit in with the DCU. It makes the most sense, bro. I'm telling you. Some people don't like the idea because they think Pattinson's Batman is too grounded. That can easily be changed, bro. So very easily. Because the DCU want to have a more fantastical Batman, which we need, bro. I'm tired of these grounded Batman takes. What's wrong with y'all? Do y'all not want to see Arkham Batman but in live action? Because that's pretty much what we need. That's what we're going to get with the DCU. Like, if you want an accurate depiction of how Batman fights, go watch Batman vs. Deathstroke, the animation. I think it was titled with Arkham Origins. Go watch that. That will tell you everything you need to know about how Batman fights. And then if you want to see how a fantastical Batman would be done or a comic accurate Batman would be done in live action, go play the Arkham games. Play all of them. That's exactly how it is. That's how OP he is. That's how he thinks. That's the gadgets he has. That's how fast he can move on his feet. That's what we was going to get with the DCU. And since Robert Pattinson's Batman has been shown to be more grounded, people are saying they don't want that Batman. They don't want Pattinson's Batman in the DCU. Which I only think people are saying that because Matt Reeves didn't want his Batman in the DCU originally. Now, we don't know if that's changed or not, because like I said, the movie getting pushed back again to 2027 for no apparent reason, and then Andy Muschietti not knowing anything about when the movie's going to start filming or when everything's going to start with the movie, and him saying he has time to work on something else, that to me doesn't show that it's going to be the same Brave and the Bold Batman movie we were told that's going to be coming out. That to me says that James Gunn is trying to find a way to have Robert Pattinson's Batman put in the DCU, which I think just makes the most sense to do. I didn't like the idea of having two separate Batmans running around anyway. I think it's too confusing for the audiences, and I think it's just better, especially for as big of a character as Batman is, it just makes more sense to have one Batman. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it makes sense to have one Batman. Now people might say it's too big. It's gonna be too big of a time skip between the first Batman movie and the second. The only thing I can think of that would be able to change that is maybe having the original premise of Batman, like the Batman Part 2, which is gonna have Clayface in it, but I think they were gonna go with a more like grounded Clayface, like the Clayface that has masks and like not the fantastical Clayface that you see in the Arkham games that can that is actually a clay monster, right? They're gonna a regular person that changes So also they were gonna have Mr. Freeze in it. There's not really a grounded way to do Mr. Freeze. I don't know, but Mr. Freeze was gonna be in it too. Also, I'm saying it was because I'm not officially sure no more. It could be anything, but I think a way to fix it would be to just have a TV show for the Batman. I don't think there's any other way that could fix it unless they were to shift their whole plan for the Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Because in the Brave and the Bold, it's supposed to be a seasoned Batman already. It's supposed to be a Batman in maybe year 10 or something. I don't know. And then Batman is supposed to already have Dick Grayson. I'm pretty sure Dick Grayson was going to be Nightwing also already, because Damian Wayne's in the picture. Yeah, which means Dick Grayson is Nightwing already. So Damian Wayne is supposed to be in the movie also. I don't know about Tim Drake. And that obviously means that we already have Jason Todd, probably already Red Hood also. And if we were to just go straight to the Batman Part 2 like that, there's not really a way to do that. So the only two ways I can think of them changing this around so Robert Pattinson's Batman can fit in the DCU is either one, change the concept of the DCU Batman, don't make it the Brave and the Bold, and make the whole movie something entirely different, because with how young Robert Pattinson's Batman is supposed to be right now, it wouldn't make sense to go from a year 2 Batman in the first Batman movie to going to a year 10, 12 Batman in the second, and then we have all these extra characters. It doesn't make sense. So either that or have a TV show come out for the Batman with the events that were going to happen in the second movie. Except obviously make Clayface fantastical Clayface and don't make him a regular human and stuff. And then Mr. Freeze can probably just stay how he was going to originally. But regardless, it's going to be peak no matter what. Matt Reeves already delivered in the first one. The Batman is not my favorite Batman movie of all time. And I just think Robert Pattinson's Batman and David Corenswet's Superman contrast together so good, man. Like, they look so good together. And then Gotham really looks like it's in an entirely different place from Metropolis. That's how it should be. Batman and Superman are from completely different worlds, bruh. Gotham and Metropolis are complete opposites. They look so different from each other. That's how it needs to be. The atmosphere and the environment of both of them look amazing, bro. We need them together. If they can make it work, I'm all for it. If they can make it work, and I believe they can, because they look so good. Imagine them walking together, bro. Imagine. And when we eventually get a Justice League movie, just imagine it, bro. It's going to be so peak. And the final thing I wanted to touch on today is the other characters and other movies that we are probably going to get, but we just don't know when. I think James Gunn already commented on The Flash, pretty much that he doesn't know where to go with The Flash right now, because he has said no script, no movie is getting greenlit until the script is done and he is satisfied with it. Nothing's getting announced. No script, it's just not happening, and which is the best way to go for it. And for The Flash, what I think they should do is, since this Flash movie is probably not going to come out for a little while, like at least another 5 years, I think they should go with Grant Gustin as Barry Allen, right? But in the movie, have Wally West be transferring over and being the main Flash. Either that, or still have Grant Gustin as Barry Allen, because he is Barry Allen, bro. He's played the Flash for 10 years. He still loves the Flash, and he wants to play the Flash. There's no one else better to pick for it. So I think they should still have Grant Gustin play the Flash, play Barry Allen, then find another actor to play Wally West. And have Wally West be the main Flash, but still play homage, or still have Barry Allen running around in the universe also. They should do that. And then we're already getting a Green Lantern. We're getting John Stewart. John Stewart is going to be the main Green Lantern for the DCU. He's going to appear in the Lantern show, I think coming out next year or the year after. So 2025 or 2026. I can't remember which one. But we are getting a Lantern show. Guy Gardner's going to appear in there again. And then Hal Jordan. Obviously, Hal Jordan's teaching a younger John Stewart. So yeah, that would be sick too. And this will probably all eventually lead up to a Justice League movie. But I think James Gunn said he did want each of these movies to be in their own contained thing. So, in the MCU, there's some movies you gotta watch to know what's happening. I don't think that's gonna be the case in this. And DC is always good with that. All their animated movies, they are good with having singular contained movies about characters and not having it to be integrated with their other movies that are in the same universe. They're super good at that, and I can't imagine why it wouldn't be the exact same case here. And the next one is Martian Manhunter. I can't remember for some reason if anything's been announced about Martian Manhunter. I don't think so. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Martian Manhunter could easily be in this movie. Martian Manhunter, I don't think he needs his own movie, but he'll probably show up in someone else's movie. He could show up in Supergirl's movie. It doesn't really matter. I just don't think he needs his own movie. And then the final one is Wonder Woman. We don't know anything about Wonder Woman. All we do know is that Gal Gadot is nowhere near Wonder Woman. She ain't ever gonna be hey, that's better for everybody. But we do need another Wonder Woman. And I wonder if she will get her own movie or if she won't. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see as more and more things get released. But that's all I got for y'all today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about James Gunn's DCU and if you think it's heading in the right direction. Also, let me know who your favorite character is from DC, hero and villain. I want to know everybody's. My favorite hero is Batman, and my favorite villain is a tie between Deathstroke and Reverse Flash. I'm out.